Hi guys.
How's it going?
We've got something a little different for you on our Wild episode today. So we're going to give you a full run through of setting up the Opus from start to finish. It's been a well-wanted video, so we're going to flick through it now. We're literally going to do this kind of bloggy style. Carl's going to tick through what needs doing, and I'm just going to stand behind the camera and we'll tick on with it.
Trust me when I say it, guys, this is going to revolutionise how you guys go camping. This is going to take it to the next level in comfort and capability, so check this out. First, we've got to start with a cover. So this is just held on real nicely, real firmly onto these lugs. And you just take your time, unclipping them. And this is a good opportunity to drop the rear wheel. And that gets that spare nicely tucked away, which is obviously ram assisted to help you get it back up and down. You can just carry on round, unclipping. To get right round.
I'll give you a hand with this bit, mate.
And then you can just walk this over. And again, that just flops nicely onto the front locker here that we got on the off-road Extreme. And that is nicely stowed. And this is a good opportunity, pro tip, get these bottles off before you do the next bit, and you'll see why. You've got a fresh water, which you can place down there. And the grey water. I wish I was that strong, but that is empty, just so we're clear. And that'll set up there. And then this puts you in good position to unclip the main clasps. It's just fully threaded adjustable. And you can see this is where the magic of the Opus starts to happen. If you come around the front here,
Wait.
got nice little securing latch there. And to secure the leverage on the back, Opus have come up with a pretty nifty design. And that's these pins just stowed inside. And these clip one there. And one the other side. And what these do is, obviously this end, you've got a fair bit of overhang. And just help support the end of the Opus here. You've got a little pin with a ball bearing. That just nicely snugs up there. Do that both sides.
Yeah, so as Carl said, this end bit obviously is the bedroom, so these arms just support the bed when you're both sleeping in it. Same with the front, bedroom's at the front there, what's why it's supported by that clasp that you saw us do first.
At the end of the day, you're gonna have two people hitched up in here, so it's obviously engineered to take that weight. So then we start actually working towards getting the main canopy up itself. It's a super heavy duty canvas. And what we got is 5 air beams right through the middle. And you've got these very nice marine valves, super reliable, super easy to do, haven't got to be crazy tight, just nipped out. They've got really good quality seals on them. And these just seal up each end of the air beams. Check that's tight, nice. Final one, and it's a good time just to get these corners seated. And then we get to the really cool bit. Just check that corner's on there. So obviously it's all reinforced on the corners. We get to hit the magic button. Ollie, do you want to hit the magic button?
I'll hit the magic button.
You'll hit the magic button. All right, go for it. And there we go.
Simple as that.
Simple as that. It's a good opportunity. So I don't know, maybe have a cup of tea.
I've stupidly left the kettle at home though, haven't I? Cup of tea is out of the question. But yeah, literally while you're setting up now, if it wasn't quite beer o'clock, then just whack a brew on that.
Yeah, brew on. And start relaxing. You are on holiday after all.
You are on holiday.
And this is where it all starts. There are a few other things you can do though. In the locker here, we got a whole bunch of bits of kit that come with the Opus. And obviously, ideally, we can help stabilize the whole thing by dropping all 4 legs down. And especially if it's not rigged up to the truck, then you want to use these to level it out. Opus supply a perfectly good wrench to go with this, but a nice little hack to save us a bit of time, a bit of effort. It's a nice cordless to make life easy for you, eh?
And is there a reason, Carl, why we use that drill over a Ugga Dugga, an impact driver?
Yeah, totally. Thing with the Ugga Dugga, with the impact wrench, those things are rated to, 130, 150 Newton meters. And we're not looking to rip these legs off. We're looking just to lower them and level up the camper. And just your basic home cordless is more than adequate without causing any damage.
So guys, as it slowly inflates, I'm just going to get up on the bank here. You should still be able to hear Carl because he's all mic'd up, but I'm just going to get up on the bank here, and then you can see how she inflates up. Obviously the air beams are quite big air beams, so it just takes a while for her to get going, but once she's starts and the bags are filling, she's away. But it's literally as simple as everything you've just seen. Obviously, push the button, go and have a beer, and then just let her set herself up. And then when she's up, we'll show you the inside basically. But it's literally, that is outside set up. Try not to fall down the bank.
Guy on the e-bike, absolutely loving it there. I think he'd have a job towing it. I reckon he'd give it a damn good go.
Those e-bikes tow anything, mate.
So it's just a good opportunity to go around, tie up the elastics. And what these tubes are doing, they're inflating to 8 psi. You'll notice there's no guy lines or guy ropes on it, on the outside. Good, doesn't need it. But 8 psi tubes, absolutely rock solid. We've had this in storm force winds, in some hectic wild weather. Just takes it. Such a good design.
And then what it will do in a minute is you can probably still just about hear the compressor ticking along. When it gets to 8 psi, it will automatically shut itself off, so you don't have to panic about overinflating anything. But you'll hear her in a second. She'll shut down, and then we're ready to go inside and start getting that all ready. big tractor going past, if you can hear that.
Now we've literally just pitched up 2 minutes up the road from our HQ, just to show you guys how quick and convenient this is. We're obviously taking our time to go through it, talk about it. If you want to see how quick this thing can go up, and check out our other time-lapse video, and we'll show just how easy it is to do when you're not jabbering away.
That's it. Right, now that she's up, I'm just gonna cut this this scene quickly, just so that we've got 2 shorter videos. And then we'll show you inside, so we'll see you there in a second. We're now gonna go inside, I'm gonna open the door, and then I'm gonna get Carl to show you where everything's led down before we start the setup process. And then I'll just basically go through how I do it. It's, well, the most efficient way we found so far. Sure,
Couple of minutes, isn't it?
Yeah.
It really is.
So door's just on a zip, straight round, and then you can fold him onto his little toggles, just so he's out the way for a second.
Hard work, innit, Finder?
Finn's living his best life.
He's living his best life. Watching Ollie do all the work.
Right, so then we've got this nice door here that hooks on. Pull the step out first.
You don't have to use the step.
No.
Obviously, makes life a bit easier getting in and out.
That's it. And then I'll let Carl just quickly show you now how everything's led down in the Opus. So this is how you have to lie everything flat, so that when it does fold down afterwards, it all sits nicely on top of that.
One of the ways, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then what we do is we basically start with throwing all of the cushions onto this bed on the left. So that's 3 cushions up on the bed to start with.
That was a lovely booty shot there.
Oh, you're welcome. And then we whack the fridge, so you've got a fridge inside. Whack that up there. Then the sink unit can go up. The cooker unit can then go up as well. So the cooker unit, for safety, has clips, so you never have to worry about it falling off. So we just clip those clips on. One like that. One like that. And that locks the 3 units in place in effect then. Then we have the little shelving unit for the middle that hooks them together.
That just sits in there
like
nicely.
so. It would sit in there nicely if I got it squarer. There we go. And then the top one just slides in and sits down like so. Then you've got your little Opus chopping board. Whack that on there. Table then, what was led on the floor, can just sit over here for a second until we need him. And then you've got your 2 corner pieces of your sofa. So we'll whack the 2 corner pieces in. One there, one there. You've then got these 2 little slots that are, if you want to turn this into a double bed, because don't forget guys, you've got double bed that side, double bed that side, and you can turn this seating area into a double bed as well. But while we're not using them, we'll just pop one there and one there. Then before I set the sofa up, inside here we have the table leg and our wild shrubbery.
You've got to have the shrubbery, haven't you?
Got to have the
Look at
shrubbery.
that. Instantly feels like home.
So the table leg goes in, and then you just got to look at your pillows, make sure you've got them in the right places. So there's no Velcro on this side, so this one goes in here.
Top tip.
Pull that out a little bit. Here, sitting like that. And Carl's just going to hand me this one.
There you go, bro.
That's for the middle, because that's got Velcro both sides. Pop him in like that. And then the last one goes on this far side. Like so. Then what we can do is grab your table that I've set down on the side here and just finish her off. And that is pretty much inside setup. Now, obviously we can go around, open all of the windows, so the whole thing's
There's a nice bit of light
windows, what lights the whole thing up. You obviously can see at the top as well, you have your LED light that just connects down here.
In there.
So you clip them in, and then we have full LED lighting for
Really
when the
comes
sun
alive
isn't
at
out.
night, doesn't it?
Yeah,
And
all
what you'll
skylight
notice
windows.
is Ollie's a tall dude, you know.
Yeah, I'm 6'2", and I've got my big work
6'2".
boots on.
It's got the old Steelies on, and there is just so much
Like,
head
I
height
can
in it.
barely touch.
It's 2.5 meters of headroom in here,
Yeah.
which is just so nice for an airy feel.
And you've just got to think, like, if you were in a van, you're not going to have nowhere near as much headroom as this.
No way.
No way near. So then, obviously, on your work surfaces, then we have the sink unit. So we'll show you what happens in a minute. This goes into the water outside, plugs into the trailer, and then you have flowing water through your tap. Opus also do a hot water system. This one doesn't have it installed, but that is an extra. So you can have hot water installed into here. And then on this side, as well as your big 3-burner cooker outside, you have a 2-burner cooker inside. And how this connects, I'll show you how the gas connects on this one quickly, and I will take you around to show you where the gas bottles are as well. So you just have a little gas line down here that's tucked into the unit for when it's packed up. You pop him through the hole, and then you open this drawer, and then you can feel him at the back.
And it's just a little valve inside there.
Just a little valve. I might get Carl just to see if he can put the phone down here.
Coming on in, mate.
So that's your little valve. I might be able to do it with one hand.
That's your gas isolator valve.
Pops him on like that.
Obviously, just be aware of the safety use of the gases inside an enclosed space. Yeah, they've obviously thought of that. Whilst you're down there, Ols,
Yep.
you got that nice little 5 kilowatt heater there as well, haven't you?
Yes. Yeah. So you got this. Now this heater is an absolute beast. So we had this running when we were actually at the 4-wheel drive expo at Stafford.
Yeah.
When we camped over at night, and that was February.
Freezing.
And we were all really nice and toasty in here with that. There was 4 of us stopped in here.
Obviously worth noting, that's only on if you've got a power hookup.
Yes.
240 volt.
Yeah.
It's also worth noting that this is just a protector bed rug floor we put in here.
So your actual flooring.
Just because obviously we're taking this all
your
over.
actual flooring is wipe clean anyway.
That's real nice.
We just
real hard wearing.
Pop this down just to protect it when we're at the shows, basically, more than anything. But yeah, that's the inside. Oh, have we showed them the toilet yet?
Oh, how could we forget?
We always forget the
forget
toilet.
the set.
So you also have a toilet in here for emergencies.
Just a cassette-based toilet.
Yeah.
Super easy to empty. You can obviously set that up outside if you've got a little awning.
Yeah.
Obviously, the awning that does attach to this, we're going to do a totally different video on it and show you guys how that's set up.
For sure.
Adds a whole nother dimension to the Opus. You've got your little battery monitoring system here, full of your little sockets, your 12 volt sockets and your 240 pin sockets. And it's safe to say, it's a very nice place to be, isn't it?
It is. I am tempted just to
You can have a
have
little,
nap.
Do you want me to tuck you in, mate? I'll tuck you.
Yeah, if we brought some more bedding, 100%,
Yeah,
I'd do
yeah.
that.
There we have it, guys.
So yeah, so basically what we've took you through now is how to set up the inside simply. Obviously, make your own personal touch if it's yours. You can get all your shelves, all your bedding in here, what we haven't done. But from the time lapse, if you're efficient, you can get the outside done quite happily in 9 to 10 minutes. And the inside's, what was that, 2 to 3 minutes?
It's literally 2 minutes,
It's
yeah.
really not a big setup. And it's literally the same to put down but reversed. Please mention in the comments if you want to see us do a reversal video. We're more than happy to. We're going to leave this one for now. But if in the comments you say you want a put down video to show how that happens, then we'll do that by all means. But yeah, that's about the size of it. I think we're going to get Carl just to run around all of the bits and bobs that are dotted around the outside of it while it's set up, and then we'll close the video off there, guys.
Nice, okay.
So guys, just a quick one as well while we're still in here. Just forgot to mention, I think I mentioned it when we popped it up, but this is your fridge. Oh, Carl's got some Jaffa cakes stashed away in there.
You never know.
He was keeping that quiet.
When you're out in the wilderness, you've got to be prepared, right?
So we got the fridge, and then the mattresses are how thick? Do you know how thick they are?
Yeah, so they're 100mm memory foam mattresses.
Memory foam mattresses.
Which are just obviously really nice, really make a difference for that good night's sleep. You can, obviously, if you're just on your own or a couple, you can double the mattresses up.
Yeah.
And there's additional toppers you can buy, or what you can even do is you can basically just use that end for all your kit, and you can transform this whole area into a super king. How cool is that?
That's a beast of a bed. And then, like we were talking about earlier, we've got all the storage. So under Carl's chair, there is storage underneath there. If you don't have the off-road extreme model, what's the one we've got, you don't have the slide-out cooker, so there's even more storage under this area. And then you've got storage all dotted around underneath where Finn is. Those are all drawers. So there's plenty of storage in here, as well as your vehicle. If you need more storage, then I will be amazed.
Literally is the perfect base camp for a week away, isn't it?
And like we said, when we show you the awning video, the extra room that gives you, like, it doubles this inside space. It's absolutely incredible.
And like straight away, as soon as you get in here, like the difference in temperature as well.
Yeah,
it's just really nice and warm. You can perfectly regulate, you know, the inside. You can open up, you know, the windows completely, so you got that real sort of close to nature feel. Or if the weather comes in, batten down the hatches and get comfy, put a film on, whatever, and know that the Opus has got it covered.
Sweet. Right, let's move outside.
So guys, starting from the front, just a few little extra features on the outside. Got this pretty sick front locker. This is on a slide drawer, so you can pull this out. This is where we keep a whole bunch of stuff. We got an off-grid diesel here, and we got, of course, the wheel clamp that is provided by Opus. Absolute beast of a wheel clamp, making sure this ain't going anywhere. Of course, worth noting as well, by the time you got a hitch lock, all the legs down, the wheel lock on, you can even take a wheel off. Security in this is absolutely top notch. Right. And that locks up in there.
Not to mention, in front of that storage, you have obviously your 3 holders for your two
fresh water and your grey water, isn't it?
And then what we did forget to show you before we opened it is you can see all those little holes on top of the box. Yeah. That's also storage. So we normally transport the great big awning.
You can put a big awning on there, or you can put like all sorts of kit and use that to strap it down. This is just a stone guard, so if you're going up, you know, across all sorts of terrain, it just protects the rest of the Opus. And what's really important to note with this Opus off-road, so the off-road version has that longer drawbar, and that means you can really comfortably open it when you're still hooked up to the vehicle. You don't have to unhitch.
And there's plenty of room for you to still get in the back of the D-Max as well.
100%. And going on back, we got the motor movers here, which are optional. These are great if you're on uneven terrain, or if you're unhitched, you can move it around on the remote. It's totally remote control.
We found it came in very useful when the trailer was bogged in at the show the other weekend.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? It's great, wasn't it?
We wouldn't have been able to push it by ourselves,
no.
But the motor mover quite happily moved it around the showground.
No problem. And then you've already seen us hook up the gas. But moving on here, you've got an external 240 3-pin.
Nice.
And you've got your control panel here for your various switch isolators, and that is your isolator for your 5 kilowatt heater. Moving round, obviously we've already talked about the spare wheel. You've got the LED lights. Inside here, you've got the main battery isolator and your leisure battery set. So that's what all your LED lights, that's what your fridge runs off.
And do we know what battery's in there for the people that would be interested?
Yeah, so this is 120 amp gel battery in there. You can upgrade that to a lithium battery if you want max power. That is a great option, especially if you're going long time off grid. And of course, finally, this is where our water hookup is for the sink, which is just inside
that
here.
Little thing that was in the sink that we showed you earlier. You just pop that in there, pop that straight into there. It's got its own pump on it, sucks the water straight up into your sink. And then your grey water, just while Finn's here, just lift this little catch up here, or down, sorry, and then your grey water comes straight out of there into your
nice bit of
grey
filter
water tank.
And then obviously just in there is where we got our gas bottles for our internal and external gas cooker. All options covered. Love this thing.
So guys, that was a quick walk around and walk through of the setup. Now, if you're interested at all in this Opus or the all-road, please do come and have a look at it. The setups for all the off-road and the all-road inside are completely the same. The difference is the drawbar length, and you don't have a couple of extra options. with the rock guards and stuff at the front, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
And then you've obviously got the coil suspension and everything on this one as well. But yeah, is there anything you want to put in?
No, that's it. I think the best thing to do is jump on our website, www.wild4x4.co.uk. Check out some of the gear we got going on there. Click on the Build Your Own Opus page, and we can do you a totally customizable build from the chassis up.
Yeah, if there's something you've seen that you don't need,
definitely
just option it out.
You can go wild with these, like even right up to sound system, projector, however you want to go, you know, or just a really basic stripped out version. We're happy to cater for everything you need.
Perfect. I hope you enjoy the video, guys. We're hoping to get a couple more trips in this year with the Opus as well. So keep an eye on the channel, keep an eye on the Insta, give us a follow and a subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Nice one, take it easy.
Guys. Ah!